Hey, what up, though, y'all? So today I figure um, we'll go over the cards. That this deck that I have a Wildwood deck. I actually have a couple decks. My girlfriend is reading the book and all that, and that's what the other one. We haven't shuffled the cards or anything yet, so I don't even want to mess with it. I'll let that be her first experience. So my first experience is gonna be with the Wildwood deck. It's not the traditional. For instance, the traditional that I know of, the Fool will be the first card, but in the Wildwood deck, the Wanderer takes the place of the Fool. So things like that. It'll be a little different for me from what I've read because I read about the Fool. But from what I see on the card, it's not too much difference really is going on. I got my little setup right here. Completely amateur setup. I feel like I'm about to chill and hang out with the ancestors and see what's up. So I got a little something for the ancestors. Beautiful candle, some incense to smell nice. Egyptian musk was what I ended up grabbing. Got the ashtray, little chunk of some kosher kush, a little shot of some crack in, and some little water. Showed you the ashtray or whatever. Card, got mine. I got some crystals. Yesterday was sweetest day. My sweetest took me to one of those stores that sell crystals and things like that. And we was happy to find out that I found a connection with a few crystals. Not just one, or a few of them. Which was pretty cool because I've been to a place like that. I've never grabbed anything, but to go in there and just feel the connection with these particular stones. It's an accomplishment, I guess, just a compliment to my spiritual journey. I'll go over them real quick and show y'all what I've come up with. See, we got the selenite, the Lemurian quartz, the amethyst, and there's a package missing. Oh, on the ground. The green obsidian. So I got them put together so that they're all touching. I want all their energies touching. Let's go through and I don't even want to move them because it took me a second to get them put together like that. This green obsidian is so smooth. All the rocks are just sliding all off around it. I guess we'll start with that. The green obsidian. In case if I'm saying it wrong. There you can see it. It's this stone right here. Green obsidian brings forth truth in a situation, may bring up harmful emotions to be processed, absorbs harmful energy and offers strength, removes mental stress and tension, removes energy blockages, brings spiritual integrity, clarity of mind, opens and purifies the heart chakra, removes cords, ties to others, and protects from reforming. Protect from reforming. I have to look into that. Then we got the amethyst next. That's this kind of purplish rock right here. I'll show you again in a second. No distraction in the background. Anyway, the purplish rock is the amethyst. It's one of the ones more familiar with that I've heard about in school and all that when you start studying about minerals and things like that. Amethyst, the stone of purification, clears and cleanses the energy fields, uncovers self-destructive patterns, induces vivid dreams while in deep sleep, encourages higher states of consciousness, facilitates higher communication, stimulates psychic and intuitive abilities, aids in oxygen absorption, and waste removal. got the selenite. That's this bigger block. This bigger white block. It's the biggest one I have of my crystals right now. All I have is 4. Selenite. I think I showed y'all the other one, but I'm pretty sure I pronounced amethyst correctly. Selenite brings clarity of mind, accessing angelic consciousness and higher guidance. Calm stone instilling deep peace. Excellent for meditation and spiritual work. Enhances telepathy. Large piece placed in the house ensures a peaceful atmosphere. It can be used as a protective grid around the house. Assists judgment and insight. Clears confusion and aids in seeking the bigger picture. Mind you, I was just like drawn to these stones. It was just like, you know, just the interest in them came from wherever, and it was like 100 stones in there, man. I was drawn to 4 of them. This one got 2 of them. I felt like giving one to my girlfriend, even though she the one that gifted them to me. I still felt like she should have one too. I don't know why. It's just a feeling. Plus they were cheap. These ones in particular, these ones were like 50 cents a piece. So, of course, the bigger ones cost more. Lemurian quartz. I know it's like shows up backwards on the camera, I think, so you figure it out if you really want to. It's the Master Crystal. Teaches oneness, helps maintain connection to spirit, aids in spiritual evolution, removes all types of energy blockages, helps with immune system disorders, helps with memory health, increases consciousness, helps with thyroid imbalance, and reaches beyond time and space. That's what that one does. Oh, I didn't even show you which one it was. It's this little skinny one. I call it the magic wand. Just the way it's made up reminds me of a wand. I don't want to move the rock, but it's the skinny one that goes across under the purple one. Psst. Shh. Of course, the elements. So this is my very first reference book, guaranteed to be not my only one, especially I got it at a bargain. But, hey, work with what you got. Took me further than where I began with, you know. So far I've read this book up until the readings, because like this much of it, it's like sample readings and index, you know. So I've read the rest of it. Just got it like 3 days ago. And said that the book talks about the fool. So I'm gonna start going through the deck. It won't blaze up yet. Start off, of course, with a prayer. Father God, I ask that you give me clarity and give me the tools that I need to begin to understanding this craft and understanding the guidance that lies within these cards. And right now, I just want to get a chance to know these cards, and I ask that you give me the intelligence and integrity to go forward and accomplish that. Ask for your strength, ask for your guidance, ask for your acceptance and your love. I'm not very good at praying, but here I am again, asking Father. Thank you. So much be. So the first card, number 0, is the Wanderer. Typically, it would be the Fool. Just looking at this card, this girl, she has nothing. Look at her clothes, torn and tattered, you know, but her position doesn't say that she has nothing. You can't even see her face, but just her posture and everything, just it says that she's happy. She has no reason to be happy, I don't think, that we can see the rainbow. The rainbow is beautiful, but what is she stepping into? You know, you see the white area down there that's appear to be clouds to me. You know, it's not land that she's stepping across. She's about to step off this cliff. You know, chasing this rainbow, chasing this dream. But she does love herself, and she does cherish and appreciate what she has. And even though she's on her journey, on her path, nonchalantly, she's in a content place. She knows no better. Look at her wrist. She has bands around her wrist that, you know, I don't think that's from an injury or anything like that. To me, that indicates that she tried to beautify herself. You know, she put on jewelry to make herself feel good, to make herself feel, you know, it's not gold, it's not silver, it's not platinum, it's just some cloth wrapped around her wrist. And that's enough for her. You know, she has one braid in her hair. You know, and to me it signifies that she's not alone. You know, that she's on a journey alone. Even though she's on a journey alone, that there is someone there that loves her and cares for her. You know, how else do she get this braid in the back of her head? You know, I mean, I know I got braid in the back of mine. You know, it come out looking in all kind of way too. But, and even if she did it herself, it's still her taking the time to make sure that she herself, to herself, is beautiful. And I mean, that's beautiful. So this the Wanderer. The Wanderer is who you start off with. From what I read, the Fool is who you start off with. You know, it's the beginning of your journey. It's you. That's you. I know I'm not gonna say this card right. This word right. The Major Arcana. So this is the first card of the Major Arcana. The deck is split off into two sections, which is the Major and the Minor Arcana. The Minor Arcana is split off into another 4 sections, just like regular cards. We get off into all that though when we get there. So for right now, this is the Fool. It's the Wanderer, I'm sorry. Going along on her journey. It appears that my cards are mixed up. Oh, that sucks. I have to reorder those. Let's get these out the way. Okay. So, the first person that we have come across is the Shaman. Haven't looked at this card yet. As I said, I didn't even realize my cards was mixed up. I hadn't even been through my deck. Definitely upsets me to find them mixed up. The Shaman takes the place of the Magician. I'm standing there in this strength and this mystery. It's like, reminds me of Merlin. Of course, you know, he's there, he's got his staff tatted up, got his tattoos all on his arm and stuff, and his tools for his craft. I don't know what these things are. One looks like sage or dragon's blood or something burning, and a dagger, and I wouldn't, maybe somebody can help me out with what this is supposed to represent. And then also with what this is. He has his rod, his Magic staff, like Merlin. That's dope. Like Moses. This is like a bear. There's a bear skin hood on, jacket, coat. Creeping up through the mist. Skull in the background, tree. The shaman, the magician. Transformation. The magician can bring about change and transformation. You know, sleight of hand. You know, the magician can bring about manipulation. I remember Merlin, who was it, Arthur? Merlin was guiding him and teaching him lessons, you know, but he was using the world to do it, using life to do it, you know, so I thought that's very far from what the intentions of this magician is, the shaman. Oh, I'm so irritated about cars being mixed up. It's the seer. This would be taking the place of the high priestess. So after the wanderer has come across the shaman or the magician, they will wander across the seer. It looks like a blind person. Well, no, maybe not blind, but they do have their eyes closed, and they don't have to have them open to see. At the magic orbs, she's wearing some kind of feathers, some kind of bird feathers. You know, a hawk, eagle, or something like that, maybe. I wouldn't say eagle because it's not black and white. Like horses or some kind of animal or something on a dress. Very nice clothing. You see this pot right here. It's like the big oracle pot. I'm alone now. I can put something in the air with my people. It's a good spot, so I know I'm gonna choke a lot. Once again, it brings kind of like a set of mysticism, but knowing that it's the seer, knowing that it takes the place of the high priestess, you know that there's some kind of spirituality there. I mean, guaranteed it's all in the picture that, you know, that she's some sort of conjurer or witch doctor or something like that, you know. Shaman kind of looks like one as well. But this is the seer, like an oracle. Like no one can shade what's right in front of her from her, or what comes in the future, what comes from whatever. Like nobody can shade that, you know, because I'm just gonna see it regardless. I don't know. That's where I'm at with it. Very first time seeing this card. Very first time seeing the seer. So the wanderer goes on along her path, his path, their path, their path. And they come across, this is interesting, the green woman. This is she has like this like stick dude right here. That's one of the first things that stand out to me. She got like this stick dude and this little, I don't know, like little demon thing, whatever it is. I don't know what that is. It's not an animal. I don't know what that is. You know, you see, you got the fire coming up. This is number 3 on here. Did it take the place of the Empress? So that would take the place of the Empress. It would take the place of Mother of Nature. Now, what's going on out here in this background? I really can't tell. It looks like she's in nature. Maybe these are trees in the background. Trees. And the fire boiling. The pot. What's in that pot though? What is she doing with that pot? She has kind of like this, I don't know, I want to say like Roman jewelry thing going on, you know, but I'm guessing that explains, that addresses her as royalty, you know, and you just see all the green foliage all around her. Her whole hookup is made up of green foliage. Is she wearing it or is it coming out of her? I don't know. She clearly is in some way in tune with nature, or is nature. The mother nature. Green woman. Okay. Of course, the green man takes the place of the emperor. Yeah, he looked like he has this presence, like he's a mighty being, I guess. I don't know. This guy on this pot, like he may be some kind of conjurer or something. First I thought he was chained up right here, but he's not. He's like holding it. It almost look like a door knocker or something. So I don't know, man. I imagine he's. My character going off. Okay. I don't know though. He has this horn. Is that a horn? Is that some kind of, I don't know, like a funnel? You know, I hate to say that. I'd rather say it's a horn. He's not blowing it. He's holding it. He's just caressing it, holding it down. You know, and it's over this, whatever he has in this pot. Whatever he has in this pot is really hot. Like she had the fire around hers. He has the fire around his, but he has bubbles in his. So his is really hot, you know. It's almost like she's keeping hers calm. Because her fire is burning just as hot as his is. But she's keeping hers calm. His is bubbly. That's something. See this bird right here, it might be an eagle or some kind of vulture or something with the wings down. You always got to pay attention to which way the wings go. Things like that. I'm not going to sit here and count things, but some things going on in here right now. Okay, so who's this guy? It's a chalk outline of a guy. Looks like he's got a boner. You know, this man, like he's holding like some sort of club or something. That's definitely his penis. It's out. Oh, well, y'all can see that. Y'all see that? It's right there. I wonder what that says. Is there a guy back in here or something? I see nobody in here besides the little dudes that's on our arms. His staff is pretty unique too. It's definitely not like the shaman staff. So what does the wanderer learn when they come across the green man, the father of nature, apparently? He's taking the place of the emperor. Decent, that's different. Definitely not what I expected. Let me make sure it's the right number. It's number 4 across, number 5. The ancestor. That would take the place of the Hierophant or the high priest. It's hard to call the Hierophant a high priest because it was a teacher as well. You know, not only was he a priest, he was a teacher as well, so he's a Hierophant. This is the ancestor. As you can see, he's never a human at all. Looks like a Narnia character, yo. Very tall. That's bosom. Of course, I would notice that. Is this some kind of shield or an instrument right here? You know, this is definitely a sort of wand, a magic wand. Shows some sort of mysticism to it, with it being a deer just off rip, or whatever that is. It's like a deer. Okay, so here's the thing to that. Okay, so he looks like a deer, but from the antlers and all that, that's the masculine. That's like a male deer. You don't see a female deer with all those antlers right there yet. There's bosom. Human arms. Stands like a human. Excuse me. Let's just catch it. Crescent moon. Is it becoming morning or is it becoming night? Antlers. It seems to be like sort of an aura around. You know, not an orb, but like an aura around. It seems like the antlers is up in the heavens. It's above. You know, like the sky, like the night sky ends right here, the dawn sky ends right here, and then there's a layer of sky right here, and then there's a whole nother layer up here with the antlers in the head. You know, it kind of adds some kind of divinity to it, maybe. Yeah, I can say that. It's cold. It's cold outside. A lot of winter foliage going on. Number 6. Forest lovers. Of course, obviously that's going to take the place of the lovers, but I just had to double check and verify it. Hey, baby.
That's not innocent.
So, these lovers are tied together at the tree. And, wait. tied together, and they have the tree between them. They don't seem to be tied to the tree, and they both can't be crossing their heart because you both can't do it. You know, hers is across her heart, and his is across his rib. Excuse me. But he still, I don't know, maybe he doesn't have his arm all the way across. Maybe it is just pointing at his heart. They both point at their heart, so there's definitely love there. Definitely love. Look how they stare at each other. I know on the lover's card, there's a man with two women. You know, it's like he's making a choice. One is a little bit more provocative than the other, but he has a green ribbon that kind of goes around the tree, and then you come up here. It almost looks like they attempted to draw a snake, but it's part of the tree. I forgot what the name of these flowers are. So I'm not even sure which one they are. Okay, one thing I do need to go back to and pay attention to is the colors of everything, because he has on an orange rose, she has on a green one, and the colors do mean things. I don't even want to take a shot at what they mean right now. Green means earth. Well, green is in relation to the earth. Yellow is in relation to the sun, but his is more of an orange. I wonder if it's meant to be yellow, and they stayed away from it because the dude had a big yellow cloud in the background. Was that an aura or what? So after the lovers, it's the archer. Archer, I guess, takes the place of the chariot, which is different because the chariot is supposed to be a choice between two things, two different roads, two different travels, something like that, traveling somewhere. And one horse going one way, one horse going the other way. This one, the archer has two dogs, but both dogs are facing the same direction. One is looking high, one is looking low. I will say that, but they're both facing the same direction. She's suited and booted too. Sexy. Well equipped with her bows and arrows. With her bow and arrows. She has her arrow. Her sights on something. Definitely. Her sights are on something. And whatever she is aiming at, she definitely determined to hit it. She's not a joke with it. She's not playing. It's not really clear to see what's in the background. She shapes and shades, but not really a whole lot. She has on green. You want this? So, taking the place of strength, we have the stag. It's a stag, strong as hell. So that makes sense of the strength at the end of it. And he ain't for no games. You can see his tone, strong. Then he has his weapons. It's like a tomahawk or some sort of makeshift shield. The shield don't really look like it's a all that durable, but shit, it must be something on there, and I guess that's like the tree of life or something like that. That's on the shield. That's what I'm just gonna guess. Maybe the tree of life. Excuse me. Its branches and its roots go in many directions. Some above, some below. His antlers all reach up. He's mighty. He's strong. He's definitely strong. Serious. Look at his face. Dead ass serious. Stag. That's our strength card. For this video, I think I'm just gonna go through the major arcana because we already at 36 minutes. I'm only on number 9, and I don't want to rush. This who takes the place of the hermit. You know, all these ones are different. You hear me? All these ones are different. They all completely different.
Yeah.
Than than the ones that's going on in the regular deck. This the hooded man. See him, you can't see his face, so it's some mystery to that. You know what I mean? As far as his age and all that go, you can see his hands is a little aged.
Got your setup right here.
Yeah, got my little ancestral hook up. You know what I mean? They got the little shot going on, little bud, some water. I'll be paying attention. Got my little stones going on and shit. In a sense. We just chilling, smoking, going over the major arcana real quick. This wildwood deck. Excuse me. So, the hermit. Excuse me. The hermit requires patience. It's almost like on the original card. It's almost just like this one. It's almost like he's looking for something. You know, it's dark outside. He's got his lantern. You know, he got his door closed right there. So is he approaching something, or is he coming outside and looking to see what's out there? You know, and whatever it is, he has his lantern, so he's taking his time to look for it. You know, he's not rushing. He's definitely taking his time. You can't. How can you rush with a lantern to look for something? You can't. It'll go out. Your light will go out. You know, if you move too fast with a lantern, you know, you spill your oil, all that shit. You don't want to do any of that. So you're going to be nice and patient, nice and cautious, as this person is. And like I said, you can tell by his hands that he's a little aged, but you can't see his face or anything like that. Now, this little bird is out here doing at nighttime. I don't know. But he's chilling like a motherfucker on this little stump or whatever it is, you know. But it's clearly nighttime because he has his lamp. It's like a tree house. It's got the wreath around the tree house. That's awesome, huh? He has a staff, you know, like Moses, you know, the staff to guide him, to help guide him right along with that light, you know. So even if that light went out, he'll still have that staff to guide and help protect him. Just like that light. It just works in a whole nother manner. Helps him keep his balance. They got them all decorated and shit. This dude got mistletoes and shit all on his robe. He. You didn't shuffle these, did you?
No.
You didn't mix none up. They all mixed up at the end. Excuse me. And that's some shit. I'm sneezing, she coughing. I roll another blunt, you want to smoke?
Mm.
I roll another blunt, you want to smoke?
Yeah.
Yep. This takes the place of the Wheel of Fortune. They didn't put fortune on it. They just said the wheel. It don't even look like a wheel. It's just a wheel that's on a shirt. You know what I mean? It look like a silk screen hookup.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's up. I remember they gave up a bunch of them when I was working at Career Quest as a teacher. Had a bunch of them little pens that look like blood inside them, look like syringes.
Writing life. Writing that medicine. Yep. Corny.
That's my baby, y'all.
Corn dog special.
Okay, so we got on this wheel, one of the very first things that stood out to me at the bottom of this is that it's 4 stones hanging right here. And we know the number, look, bam, it's 4 stones. And then on the other side, it's 3 birds standing right there. That's the number 7. You know, just throw a little spirituality in that picture. That's the number 7 right there. The 4 stones represent the, what is it like the 4 elements, the equality of life. You know what I'm saying? The 4 elements, the 4 seasons, it represents life. And 3 is the number of the divinity. So you have the number 7, which is a divine number, and it represents the 4 on earth and the 3 in heaven. What?
I was looking for something. I didn't realize I was in your shot.
Oh, was you?
Kind of.
You had your booty everywhere. I
No,
can't even see.
No, they didn't see that.
So, look, the sun is out. The sun is out. There's nothing really. And the moon is out. Duality. There's duality in there. And, okay. So, this shirt is being sewn together. It's on one of those old school sewing things. Yeah, like the Asians and shit used to use it, like the ancient Indians and all that used to use to sew their materials together. So this wheel is on this shirt. It's a picture that's on this shirt. So everything is being sewn together. Everything is still being put together in this picture. You know, it's not complete. You know, it's an idea here and there. It's got some feathers and shit coming out the shirt, out the little sleeves and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's not exactly complete. You know, there's no telling which way it's going to go from there, you know, because look at where it's already came to. I mean, you put feathers and shit in the sleeves. No telling what you're going to do next, you know, and no telling what's going to happen next. You know, is it going to go good? Is it going to go bad? I don't know. Now, what is odd is that the sun is to the right and the moon is to the left. If I'm not mistaken, shouldn't that be the other way around, or am I wrong? Am I wrong? On this picture, the sun is to the right and the moon is to the left. Shouldn't it be the sun to the left and the moon to the right?
I'm not sure at this point.
I could be wrong. It could mean nothing. I don't know. Maybe you're just on the other side looking at it wrong, you know? Better yet, maybe it's upside down.
You might actually tell which direction he's looking at it in, if it's north or south.
When I put it in the camera and I look at it in the camera, it's all in the right direction. The sun is to the left and the moon is to the right. So the way y'all see it in the camera is one way, but the way I see it right here is a whole other perspective.